Start on your backs laying down. Bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Arms can come by the sides, palms face up. Relaxing your inner thighs. Start to feel into your back, into your belly. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, wrists, and fingertips. Relax your throat, your jaw, the space in between the eyebrows. And begin to feel yourself breathe. Bringing awareness to the lower belly. And feeling it rise and fall as you bring the breath into the belly. As you allow your exhale to release the belly. We'll continue to relax and soften the body. Breathing into the space that feels tight, tense. Where you might start to feel some resistance or edginess. Just keep breathing into that space mindfully. Drawing breath in to bring more breath into that space where you feel it most. And as you exhale, see if you can soften into the shape a little bit more. Releasing a little bit more resistance. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Unfurrow the brow. Soften the crown of your head, your ears, the back of your neck. And soften your toes and your fingertips. And every breath in, breathe a little bit more. Pull in just a little bit more breath into the belly, the chest, the throat. Breathe across the collarbones. And every exhale, see if you can make that equal duration of breath. Nice full deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. Keep focusing on your inhales and exhales, dropping away from the busyness of the mind. Start to become embodied. Feel into your feet, feel the sensations that arise in the body. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Can we drop in a little closer to the earth? Allow ourselves to soften into this shape. And keep focusing on your inhales and exhales to tether the mind, to keep you focused and present here for your practice. Inviting in relaxation, ease, peace, a settling in the body and of the mind. One more nice full deep breath in. And as you exhale out the mouth, slowly reach your arms up and overhead. Lengthen your fingertips and slowly begin to draw your knees in towards each other. Reach your toes long towards the front of your mat. Take a nice morning stretch as you point and flex the toes, roll out the fingertips, close and open the palms. And then take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, draw both knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. Take small circles with the lower back, massaging your sacrum. And then reversing the rotation, take the circles the other way. And then drawing your knees into your chest as you inhale. As you exhale, hold on to your left knee and let your right leg extend. Pull your left knee in towards your chest. Lengthen your tailbone, let your shoulders relax. Nice, full, deep, steady breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. Breathe down into the hip, into the thigh. Excuse me. Let's take another deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, draw your knee towards your left armpit. You may take your right hand and place it onto your right hip and gently encourage the right knee over to the left, or the left knee over to the left. Your right leg is extended, rested on your mat. You might bend the left elbow and bring your arm down to the ground, using it as a kickstand to help support your left thigh. And begin to breathe into the stretch. Notice if you're clenching, tightening, or tensing. Can you soften into the shape? Relax your glutes, relax your thighs. Take another deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly release the bottom of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Let your knee open out to the left. Make your way into reclined tree pose, Supta Vrikshasana. And slowly sweep your arms up and overhead. Grab the left wrist with your right hand and slowly and gently lean over to the right upper corner of your mat, feeling a stretch in the left side body. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Filling the belly, the chest, the throat. And let every exhale release the tension. See if you can soften your left shoulder. Maybe a slight bend in that left elbow. The key is breath, so keep breathing fully and deeply into your body as the sensations arise. 3 more cycles of breath here. One more deep breath in. Exhale, begin to slowly release, extending your fingertips up towards the top of your mat. And then draw your left knee back into your chest. Take small circles with the knee, massaging out the glute, the left side of your lower back. And then reverse the rotation, take the circles the other way. And then once again, bringing yourself into half wind removing pose. So your left knee is drawing in towards your left armpit. You have the option to stay here if you want more depth. You're going to take your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Grab onto your shin, your ankle, or underneath the thigh. You can also grab to the outside of your left foot. And then taking half happy baby, gently begin to draw your heel away from the center of the body. And you might stack your left ankle over your left knee, or keep your heel somewhere in between, especially if the hamstring is really tight, or you start to feel a pulling or tension that causes more than just discomfort, but maybe slight resistance or pain. Just being mindful, checking in with your body. And then once you start to feel the stretch, breathe into the space. Nice full deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. Every exhale is an opportunity to release the resistance. So on your exhales, feel free to breathe out the mouth if you need to, especially if the tension and the resistance you feel is quite tight, quite intense. Let's take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly release your left heel down towards your sit bones. Bend your right knee. You're going to take your left ankle across the right thigh for figure four. You can stay here in a passive figure four, placing the left hand to the inside of the left thigh to gently externally rotate your hip. If you want more, flexing the left toes back towards your left knee, and then reach your fingertips to interlace back behind your right thigh, pulling your right leg in as you gently push your inner left thigh away. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the bottom of your mat. Slight tuck of your chin to your chest to keep your spine long. And once again, return to your breath. Nice full deep breath in. And easy, steady breath out. Notice what sensations arise. Where do you feel it most? Begin to breathe into that space. Imagine that you can draw your breath down and fill the capacity, say your hip, outer thigh, wherever you feel the sensation or the tension. And imagine your breath filling up that space. Every inhale, you'll breathe in a little bit more breath to clear, cleanse, and release the tension out on your exhale. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. Big belly breath, easy exhale. You might even breathe out the mouth. Slowly release the right foot down to the ground. Keep your left ankle on your right thigh. You're going to scoot your hips to the left. Take this entire shape. Slowly drop it to the right. So your outer right hip is flat to the earth. And your left foot is somewhere on the mat or onto the ground. You can begin to walk your right knee away slightly. This will make the twist in the lower belly and spine a little less intense. You can also walk your left ankle and right knee in a little closer, and you're going to feel more release in the outer left hip here in your IT band. You might take your left hand to your left hip and just gently place weight to encourage your left hip towards the earth. Right hand can come into the inside of your left thigh, gently pressing away from the center of your body. Feel that external rotation. Breathe into this space. Nice full deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. Feel your body relax into the shape. Let go of the resistance, the tension that you feel out every single exhale that you take. Softening, becoming malleable and pliable. Let your body melt in the hands of gravity. Keep breathing into the navel center. Nice full deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. The fuller and more abundant, the deeper the breath is, the more release in the shape that you'll experience. So turn your breath on high. Our breath is also known as our prana, our life force energy. Our breath is our medicine. It has the ability to cleanse, clear, and heal from the inside out. So release that tension, that resistance that you feel in every exhale as you soften into the shape just a little bit more. We have 3 more deep breaths here. Feel your body surrender into the shape. Turn your breath on high. Give yourself a nice, healthy, heavy dose of that medicine. One more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Slowly begin to draw your knees back up to center. Draw your left knee into your chest. Your right knee comes in to meet your left. And rock side to side. Take small circles with the lower back. Take your time. Move as slowly as you can. And then reverse. Take the circles the other way. Draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Notice how it feels to be in this shape on this side. Relax your left leg down into the mat. Take a deep breath in here. And an easy exhale. Start to draw your right knee over towards the right armpit. Bending the right elbow, just placing the back of the arm on the ground if that serves you. To utilize your arm as a kickstand to help support your inner right thigh. Breathe into the space where you feel it most. Notice if the mind is trying to pull you from the practice. If it's beginning to think of to-do lists or tasks. Return back to your breath and allow the thoughts to be in the background. Let them ebb and flow. Allow your mind to function as it does. But we're not going to get swept up or carried away in the thoughts. Just let them pass through or be like white noise. They're in the background. We're aware that we're thinking, but we're focusing on our breath, focusing on the sensation. Letting our mind start to become transfixed by every inhale and every exhale. Let's take one more deep breath in. Release into your reclined tree pose, bottom of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Let your inner thigh open, your right knee opens to the right. Deep breath in here. And long, steady, easy breath out. One more deep breath in. Maybe a nice audible sigh. Gently draw your right knee back into center and take small circles, massaging out your right hip and glute, right side of your lower back. And then reverse the rotation, take the circles the other way. And then draw your right knee into your chest. Draw your right knee in towards wind removing pose once again, where your knee is drawing in towards your right armpit. Option to take half happy baby here on this side. Right arm to the inside of the right leg. Grab to the shin, the ankle, the outside of the foot. You can keep the heel close into the center line of your body. Or you might start to reach your heel up towards the sky. Begin to stack your ankle over your knee or somewhere in between your sit bones and your knees. So the heel can be somewhere in between that space, just depending on how tight your hip and your hamstring is today. Notice if you're really trying to power through or strengthen or will your body into a shape. Listen to the feedback it has to provide. Notice if this is too much, if the breath becomes labored. Deep breath in here. And easy breath out. Let's take just a couple more breaths here. One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly release the foot. Now we didn't do the side body stretch on this side, so make your way back into your reclined tree pose. Really want to get that side body stretch in because it's just oh so delicious. Reach your arms up. And then you're just going to gently lean over to the left, bringing your right wrist into your left hand. Take one more deep breath in here. Easy exhale out. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Draw your right knee into your chest. Bend your left knee, figure four, crossing your right ankle over your left thigh. You stay here in passive figure four, or you might interlace your fingers back behind your left thigh. And then gently draw your left knee in towards center, pressing the right thigh away. Deep breath in here. Flex your right toes back towards your right knee and gently press your inner right thigh away. Lengthen your tailbone down to the bottom of your mat by reaching out through the hips and the tailbone. You're kind of pulling your lower belly in and up just ever so slightly so the tailbone can lengthen behind you. And then keeping your head on the ground, a slight tuck of your chin to your chest. Feel your upper back and neck lengthen. This side might be a little tighter. Breathe a little bit deeper. And remember to allow your breath to carry you through this stretch. Try not to will or force your way into the shape. Try not to jam your body into this pose. See if you can just settle and sink. Let gravity pull you closer into yourself. Let's take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly bring your left foot down to the ground. We're going to take that figure 4 twist. You gently rock your hips or scoot your hips over to the right. Take your shape and bring it all the way down to the left. Bottom of your right foot comes down to the ground. Outer edge of your left foot, or left, whatever this is called, your hip. Words escape me this morning. And then feel yourself gently drop into this twist. Again, your left knee can draw away, or you can bring your left knee in a little bit closer. Bring your right hand to your right hip for some extra weight to encourage your right hip down towards the earth. Now, it won't touch necessarily unless you're crazy flexible in your spine and your hips. But what it'll do is it'll add a little element here to feel a deeper stretch, a deeper expression of this shape. Let your shoulders relax, deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. We have 3 more deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. Easy exhale out. Slowly begin to draw your knees back into center. Pull your right knee into your chest. Your left knee draws in to meet it. And rock side to side. Take small circles with the lower back. Reverse the rotation. Take the circles the other way. Then we're going to move into full happy baby. So knees go wider than the rib cage. Take your arms, bring them to the inside of your legs. Grab onto your shins, your ankles, or the outsides of your feet. You can keep your heels close in towards each other to the center line of your body. Or begin to stack one ankle on top of one knee and then the other. And again, you can have your heels somewhere in between center and stacking onto your knees. And then gently draw your knees down towards the earth. Lengthen your spine. Lower back is lengthening forward to the bottom of your mat. Keep your head on the ground, a slight tuck of your chin to your chest. Take a nice full deep breath into the belly. Exhale out the mouth. Now you can take a ha breath out the mouth, audible sigh. You can also breathe through pursed lips like you're blowing out your birthday candles. Take an inhale. Releasing that tension. If you feel called to, rocking side to side, rocking out your baby, massaging your lower back. And take this movement nice and slow and steady with your breath. Try not to move faster than the pace of your breath. And keep your inhales and exhales in equal duration, in and out. And coming back to center, take an inhale here. Exhale, breathe it out. Slowly release. Drawing your heels back into center, knees draw into your chest. Roll to your left side in a fetal position. Using your right hand to gently press yourself up, we'll make our way up to seated into a cross-legged position, stacking your shins and your ankles in front of one another. Reach your arms up as you inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. As you exhale, right hand comes down to the ground, left arm up and overhead. Walk your right hand out to the right a little bit more, a slight bend in that right elbow. Roll your left shoulder back and open your heart. Let your hips and your knees relax. Feel the spaciousness on the left side body between the ribs. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears and feel the crown of the head lengthening over to the right along with the left fingertips. You might even bend your left elbow, bring your hand back behind and open your heart. Take a deep breath in here and an easy breath out. You might have the room to bend that right elbow a little bit more. Some of you might be able to bring your forearm to the ground if you have a lot of mobility, flexibility in that left side. Keep your right hip or your left hip rooted down into the ground though. Make sure that your sit bones are centered. Slowly pressing into your right hand. Bring yourself all the way up. Reach your arms up high. And then to the other side. Left hand comes down. Right arm up and overhead. Keep your right sit bone grounded into the earth as you reach your right fingertips over to the left. Again, you might walk your left hand out to the left a little bit more. Bend into the elbow. And reach long through the fingertips. Open your heart by rolling your right shoulder back. Deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. Bending the right elbow. Bring the hand back behind the head. And rotate the heart open a little bit more by reaching your sternum or the center of your chest up towards the ceiling. Your left rib cage is tucking under and your right rib cage is rolling back. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. And easy breath out as you pull the crown of your head to the left a little bit more. Find a deeper side body stretch. You might even come down to the left forearm if you have that mobility, that flexibility in the right side. Take one more deep breath in. Keep rooting down through that right hip. Then slowly press into your left hand. Reach your arms up as you inhale. And then exhale, bend the elbows, prana mudra. Lift your chest, cactus arms. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Kiss the shoulder blades in towards each other. Inhale, lengthen. You're going to interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up as you inhale. Notice if you're relaxing your hips and your thighs. Soften your knees. Exhale as you round the spine. Press the palms forward. Tuck your chin to chest. Inhale as you press the palms up. Try to reach the arms behind the ears. Exhale as you round, pressing the hands forward, tucking chin to chest. Try to reach your nose down towards your toes. Inhale as you reach up. This time we're going to exhale, lean to your left. Inhale to center. Reach up a little longer and lean over to your right. Inhale, reach up. Release your hands all the way down to the mat. Fingertips touch. And then roll your shoulders up to your ears, down and away. You can bring your hands in your lap if you'd like, if that's more comfortable. Fingertips extended to the mat is too much. And then reverse the rotation, take the circles the other way. Breathing here, nice full deep breath in, moving with your breath. Easy, steady breath out. Good. Then inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Bend your right elbow. Bring your left hand to grab onto your right arm. My teacher likes to call this PE stretch. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And then press your head into your arms. All done this stretch probably in our PE, our public PE classes, high school or junior high. Go Mukasana. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, feel your shoulders relax away from your ears. Keep lifting your heart, feeling the stretch in your right arm. You might pull the right elbow in a little bit closer towards the center of your head. Try to line up the right elbow to the crown of your head if you can. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, releasing the arms all the way down. Inhale, reach up. And then bend your left elbow. Take your right hand, grab onto your left arm. And take this stretch to the other side. Relax your shoulders. Shoulder blades draw in towards each other and breathe. Pressing your head into your arms, deep breath in. And easy, steady breath out. Breathe where you feel it most, where the tension is most intense. And take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly release everything down to the ground. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears and down and away. 2 more times like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, shoulders up and shoulders down. Bring your hands to your shoulders, the top of your shoulders. Your elbows out wide. Lift your chest, take your fingertips, gently pull your shoulders away from the center of the body. You might draw your elbows back a little bit. Feel the stretch in the pectorals here, across the collarbone. Maybe down into the armpits. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, keep your hands where they are, elbows draw in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbows draw in. Taking large or small circles. Keep sitting tall, relaxing shoulders away from the ears, knees and thighs are softening into your mat. Tailbone and sit bones are seated, rooted, and grounded. Go ahead and reverse the rotation. Take your circles the other way. You might even shrug your shoulders up as you lift your elbows up and then shrug them down as you pull your elbows towards the belly button. Keep breathing fully and deeply. Inhale. Easy exhale. Then inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen. And then interlace your hands, bring them back behind your head. Elbows draw in towards your belly button, chin to chest. Curl your upper back, round your spine. Keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. You're going to inhale, lift up. Feel the stretch across the back of your arms, maybe in your upper back. Exhale as you round, elbows draw in towards your belly button, tuck your chin to chest. Inhale as you lift up, elbows drop. And exhale, round the spine, elbows draw. 2 more times like this. Inhale as you lift up. Open your heart. Exhale, round the spine. Try to keep your elbows in line so you feel a stretch in your triceps here. Inhale, pressing your head into your hands. Open your chest. Exhale as you round, tucking chin to chest. Draw your elbows in towards your belly button. But inhale as you reach up. Fingertips up towards the sky. Uninterlace your hands. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down. We're going to transition to tabletop, hands and knees. So you roll out over the knees, uncross the ankles, or kick the feet to one side so that you make your way to all fours. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Rock your hips side to side, maybe C-curve the spine, drawing your shoulder to your hip. Just kind of rocking side to side. Take small circles, drawing the tailbone back, drawing the hips forward. One of my favorite movements in tabletop in this moving meditation where we have a bit of free movement, free form or freestyle, checking in with our bodies the way that they're asking for us to move right now. So one of my favorite ways to do this is just walking my hands forward, a hand print or two, and then leaning forward and dropping my hips, feeling a stretch in the front of our hip flexors. And then exhale as you draw back to a child's-like pose. Inhale as you pull your chest and let your chest shine through the heart and lengthen out. Slight engagement of the lower belly to protect the lower back, pulling your belly button in and up. Good. Move through your moving meditation. You might take your knees a little wider, big toes to touch, or get a little deeper into the hips here. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you draw back. You can also take traditional cat-cows, linear cat-cows, pulling the chest, crown of the head, and tailbone up. Exhale as you round the spine. Just drawing forward and back as you open your heart. Cow pose, dumping the belly down. Exhale, cat, curving the spine up towards the sky. Continue with your movement, C curves, rocking hips. And then reverse the rotation. Take the circles the other way if you're taking any type of movement that incorporates, say, circular shape. And then make your way back to tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes under. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press into your hands. Take your feet as wide as your mat. A slight bend in the knees, especially if the hamstrings are really tight. Lengthen the tailbone up towards the sky. Press out through your knuckles, your fingertips. Press into your first finger and your thumb. And then feel your tailbone lengthening, your chest pressing back toward your thighs. Heels are yearning for the mat, but they do not need to touch. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Decompress the spine, deep breath in. Easy breath out. You might bend one knee and drop the opposite heel down to lengthen the back of your leg. And then switching, just pedaling out your feet, what we call walking out our dog. Try not to put a lot of weight in your wrists. Keep pressing your heart back toward your thighs. Let your back body and your legs carry most of the weight. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Heel toe your feet hip distance apart. A nice generous bend in the knees. Forward fold at the back of your mat. You might grab opposite elbows, forearms, or wrists. Weight is in the toes rather than the heels. Take a deep breath in. And an easy breath out. Let your spine decompress. Let your head and neck hang heavy here. Remembering our breath. Nice full deep breath in. And long, steady, easy breath out. 3 more cycles of breath in our forward fold. Can you find a little bit more depth? For some of you, you might take the hands back behind the calves and pull yourself in a little closer. Keep lengthening your tailbone up towards the sky. And straight is relative, right? Your legs are as straight as they can be, but you might have a nice deep bend in your knees to support and feel the stretch in your hamstrings and in your lower back. On your next inhale, let's lift halfway up, hands to shins or hands onto the ground. And then as you exhale, forward fold, walk it out, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, drop the knees, child's pose. Sit your hips back to your heels. Walk your hands forward, knees are wide, or knees can be together if that feels good. Drop your hips down towards your heels as you lengthen your fingertips forward. Breathe into your belly, your chest, the side ribs, the space between the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in. And an easy breath out. You can walk your hands in towards each other if you'd like. Palms come to touch. As long as that's not too much for your side body here. You can keep your hands wide if you'd like. Otherwise, you can bend your elbows and start to draw your thumbs towards the back of your neck. Feel a stretch in the arms, in the lats, and the side body. Let's take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, release the hands back down to the mat. Pull yourself forward, tabletop. Exhale as you round the spine, cat. Inhale is cow pose. Lift the chest and tailbone. Exhale is round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, lift the chest, cow pose. Drop the belly, tailbone rises. Exhale is cat. Neutral tabletop, neutral spine. Step your left foot back. Rock forward and back. Feel a nice calf stretch. Using your left toes as an anchor. Keep pulling the chest forward. You might even roll back to reach the left heel back behind you and round the spine. Press into the hands. And then one more time back to center. Drop your left heel. You're going to kick your right foot out like a kickstand. Send your left arm up to the sky, supported side plank. Press your hips forward. Keep pressing the outer edge of your left foot down to the ground. We want to get a nice side body stretch here. Start to feel the crown of your head reaching towards the front of your mat. You might take your left arm up and overhead. You can also bend the elbow as we did before. Opening up the chest, rolling your left elbow and left shoulder back. And feel a side body stretch as you breathe into the belly. And breathe into the ribs. Maybe release the left hand and reach it forward a little longer. Keep pressing to that pinky side edge of your foot. And keep it gentle. Take one more deep breath in. And an easy exhale as you slowly rotate your left hand down, around, and up like you're strumming a guitar. Reach it up and overhead. And down, around, and up. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Reach it back, reach your fingertips towards your left foot, and then drop your head over to the right shoulder. And inhale, reach your left arm up and bring your left hand down. Left knee comes down to meet the mat. Your inhale is cow pose. Your exhale is cats. Come back to a neutral tabletop. We'll step our right foot back. And then use your toes to anchor you to rock forward and back. And the slower that you move, the deeper the stretch in the back of your leg here. You might stay here for a breath or two, pulling the right heel back as you round the spine, tucking chin to chest. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, round. Couple more times like this on your own breath. And then come back, neutral tabletop. Drop your right heel, kick your left foot out like a kickstand. Press into your left hand to reach your right arm up. Press into the top of your left foot, so you're pressing your left hip forward, rolling your right hip back, right shoulder back, and reach your right fingertips up. Take a deep breath in here. And an easy breath out as you start to allow your head and neck to drop towards the front of your mat. You might reach your right arm up and overhead. Feel a side body stretch and press to that pinky toe edge of your right foot. Rolling it down into the ground, feel a nice deep stretch in that right side body. If you'd like, bending the right elbow, bringing the right hand back behind the head, and rolling your right shoulder and right elbow back to open your heart. Keep pressing to your left hand so you don't dump into your left shoulder. And then find your long, deep, steady breath here. Breathe into that space. You might kind of rainbow, what I like to call rainbow the ribs, where you're reaching the crown of your head forward to the front of your mat. You're pressing to the outer edge of the right foot, and you're feeling a nice deep stretch in that right side of your body. Let's take one more inhale. Reach your right arm up and overhead. And easy exhales, you swing it down, around, and up. Take rotations with that shoulder. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, down, around, and up like you're strumming a guitar. Let's take one more inhale, reach up. Exhale, down, around, and up. Reach your arm back to reach towards the right foot, and then drop your head, drawing your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel a nice stretch in the right side of your neck here. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, right hand comes down, left or right knee meets the mat. Inhale is cow pose. Exhale is cat, round the spine. Good. Bring your knees, feet, and ankles to touch. Sit back on your heels. If you like, you can sit on a blanket, a bolster, or a block. Sitting upright in hero's pose. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands to heart center and easy, steady breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly release your hands down to the lap. Tuck your chin to your chest. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. We're going to start to work into the neck and the upper shoulders a little bit more. So you're going to just gently begin to roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Drop your left shoulder down and away. If you want a deeper stretch here, you're just going to let your left arm hang heavy by your side. If hero's pose is not working for your legs, your hips, if it's uncomfortable, a seated pose in cross-legged position will work as a wonderful alternative. You might bring your right hand to the left ear to gently encourage the right ear to the right shoulder. Just use it as a weight. Try not to pull it or tug it too hard. Be really gentle here. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly draw your chin back to center. Let your head hang here. Lift your chest to your chin. One more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel a nice stretch in the right side of your neck. Breathe fully and deeply into the space where you feel it most. You can keep your right hand on your thigh or right hand drops down by the side. And breathe. If you want a little extra weight, left hand to the outside of your right ear, right head, right side of your head. Or maybe you have two heads and you have a right head and a left head. You never know. Breathe into this space. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release your chin to your chest. Let your head and neck hang heavy. You might interlace your fingers back behind your head once again and let your elbows drop in, tucking your chin to your chest. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands. And slowly release the block from underneath your sit bones or your prop. We'll make our way to a traditional child's pose. Knees and toes are together. Bring your forehead down to the mat. If it doesn't quite touch, bringing a pillow, a blanket, or a block underneath your head. Bring your arms by your sides. Option to stay here if you want to explore rabbit pose. Slowly begin to roll onto the top of your head, crown of the head, chin tucking to chest. Lift your hips up, press into your hands, and feel a nice deep stretch in your upper back and shoulders. Let's take one more deep breath in. Stay here for the exhale. Deep breath in, lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly untuck. Make your way back to a child's pose. Reach your arms forward and lengthen through the fingertips. Inhale, come up tabletop. Make your way onto your bottoms. We'll extend the legs out here for a moment. Rock the feet side to side, point and flex the toes. And then bend the knees, scoot your hips to your heels, slowly lower onto your back once again. Take small circles if you like, if that felt good. Maybe take circles with your knees independently of each other. And then draw your knees into your chest. And draw your knees to the left. We'll take a supine twist here for a moment. Drop your right shoulder down to the mat. We're here for just 2 cycles of breath. Inhale, knees come back up to center. Exhale, twist to your right, knees to the right. Drop your left shoulder down to the mat. Extend your left arm. 2 cycles of breath. One more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Knees draw back into center. Tuck your knees and your nose in together. Curl into a tiny little ball. Hug it in. Thank yourself for taking this time to invest in you. To invest in some self-care and self-love. Take one more deep breath in. A nice big squeeze. Give yourself a big old hug. And then as you exhale, extend your legs out to our final, most important resting pose. Take your feet out as wide as your mat and your arms by your side, Shavasana. This is where we align and integrate every pose, every posture, every breath that we took. Let's take our last collective breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let go of any last bit of tension, resistance in the body. Completely surrender, feeling your body descend into the mat. Coming back to your automatic breath. And feel yourself settle and stay. And just rest here.